Alright, this is the back page or back flap of your Unit 9 Circles flipbook. And the first question we're going to do is the pizza question. It's pretty extensive. I would suggest to make sure you follow along entirely on this one so you understand how to do this problem. This is a common problem as a high point problem on a test. So let's take a look. You are ordering pizza and only have $5. Hold on a second here. I'm trying to get this to work. Okay, you only have $5. Looking at the menu, you see you have two choices. A, you can buy a personal pizza, which is $3.75 and has a diameter of 6 inches. Now I'm going to underline diameter because we got to make sure we know that. Or B, you can buy one slice of a large pizza for $4.95. The large pizza has a diameter of 22 inches and is cut into 8 equal slices. Which option is the, and I'm going to circle this, best value? Now let's cover this, class. Best value doesn't mean the cheapest. If that was the case, we just stop our problem right now and say, well, of course I'm going to spend $3.75. But what if you spent $3.75 and they gave you a personal pizza that was basically 2 bites? And what if the large pizza slice was like 20 bites for $4.95? Now you can see it was a much better value to buy the large pizza slice even though it cost more money. So really when they say best value, or we say best value, we're asking, are you getting the most for your money? And down to mathematics, what that means is, for this particular piece or this personal pizza, what did it cost you per square inch? And then for the one slice of a large pizza, what did it cost you per square inch? If it costs you less per square inch for the one slice, that's the best value. But on the other hand, if it costs you less per square inch for the personal pizza, then that is the better value. So here's our steps to solve this problem. It says number 1, sketch the two options. Let's go ahead and do that right now. So I'm going to try to fit this in. As you can see this, we got very small space. So we'll try to do this here. There is our first pizza, the personal pizza. And let's go ahead and sketch and change that color. Let's sketch a little bigger pizza as the large pizza. Okay, those probably don't look exactly like circles, but as close as we're going to get. Alright. So, sketch the two options. Let's finish this up. So I'm going to go ahead on the personal pizza. I know it has a diameter of 6 inches. If the diameter is 6 inches, then the radius is 6 divided by 2. It's half of that. So the radius is 3 inches. So on this pizza, we're going to sketch this. We're going to say that's 3-inch radius. Alright, for the large pizza, let's take a look. It has a diameter of 22 inches. Most pizzas tell you, they sell you size based on diameter, but if we're going to figure out area or the rest of that, we're going to need to know the radius. So the radius of this pizza is actually 22 divided by 2, and that is 11 inches. So for this particular pizza, we're going to have a radius of 11 inches. Now one more thing we notice, if you buy the personal pizza, you get the whole thing. If you pick from the large pizza, you get one slice, and it says this pizza was cut into 8 equal slices. Let's go ahead and slice this pizza up the best we can into 8 equal slices. So I'm going to go ahead, let's make a cut here. I'm going to make those much smaller lines. Not going to be perfect here. Try a little bit larger. Okay, there's cut straight across. I'll cut straight across again. And then to get 8 pieces, we're going to cut across this direction and cut across this direction. We're going to kind of mess up our radius there, but that's okay. We can still see the radius is 11 inches, plus I wrote it down. So in this particular case, when we get a piece of this pizza, we're actually only going to get one slice. I'm going to highlight that so you can see, you recognize what we're going to have to do here is it's going to be sector area. The personal pizza is the whole thing, just the whole area of the pizza. But the large pizza option is going to just be one piece or one sector. Okay. We've sketched the two options. I think we're pretty good on that. Determine the cost per square inch. Number 2. Determine the area of each option. All right, well, the green pizza is no big deal. It's the whole pizza. So the area is going to be pi r squared. That's pi times 3 squared, and we can write that as 9 pi inches squared. 9 pi inches squared. Now let's go ahead and get that to square inches. Let's do it in decimal. So we're going to do 9 pi. Let's take a look and see where we're at on that. I'll get my calculator up here. Kind of hard to see. Let's put it right here. So 9 pi is equal to 28.27, so I'll just go ahead and say 28.3. So it's about 28.3 inches squared. We got a little bit more work on the large pizza because we have to figure out a sector. But before we figure out the sector, we want to know the whole area of the pizza. So the whole area again is pi r squared equals pi times 11 squared, and that is 121 pi inches squared. Let's go ahead and I'm going to leave that in terms of pi because we want to make our final answer as accurate as possible, so I don't want to round. Now remember, class, to find the sector area, the area for one piece of pizza, that's going to be the total area, the total area of the pizza, which is 121 pi, times, and this is easy, instead of using 360 degrees, we know that this pizza was cut into 8 equal slices, and we're going to get one slice. So that's one piece out of a total of 8. Now you could spend the time and figure out how many degrees one piece is. It's okay. Just divide 360 by 8 and you'll get your central angles, but we can kind of shortcut this a little bit. Let's find out now what the area of one piece is. So I'll bring my calculator back up again, and let's do 121, and then we'll put pi times parentheses 1 divided by 8, close parentheses. We've got 47.51, so we're going to round that to 47.5. 47.5 inches squared. So number 2 we've done. Determine the area of each option. The area of the personal pizza, and I'm going to try to circle this, see if I can do it without destroying my answer. The area of the personal pizza was about 28.3 inches. The area of the slice of the large is about 47.5. So clearly we're getting more pizza from the large pizza. But again, that doesn't mean it's the best value just because you're getting more. Again, if I got one piece of large pizza, but the price was $30, you wouldn't say, oh, I'm going to buy that one because I've got more. It's really a comparison of the cost per square inch. So question number 3, determine the cost per square inch of each option. Now I want to show you guys something here. When you see these words, and I'll highlight these, when you see these words cost, let me get a little closer to that, cost per square inch. Now that, class, you should remember this. Cost per square inch is like 1 to 4. It's like a ratio. This per is kind of like saying the word 2, like 1 It's like saying 1 to 5 or 3 to 7. It's actually describing a ratio, cost per square inch. And that ratio is going to be cost on top, square inches on bottom. And that will give us something that we can compare the two values with. So let's go ahead and do the personal pizza first. The cost, so I'll write this out as an equation, cost per inches squared is equal to, okay, our cost was $3.75 over our square inches, which is 28.3. Put that in our calculator, 375 divided by 28.3, we're going to get approximately 0.13, and we can change that to pennies. If it's 0.13, that's $0.13. Move the decimal 2 places over, and you actually convert this to cents. 13 cents. It's 13 cents per square inch. So 13 cents per square inch. Okay, let's do the cost for the large pizza. So we're going to do cost over inches squared. Our cost here is $4.95 over our square inches, which is 47.5. Put that in your calculator. Let's just do that so you can see this. So 4.95 divided by 47.5 equals 0.104. I'm going to round that to just 0.10. And to convert that to cents, we just multiply it by 100 because there's 100 pennies in a dollar. So you move the decimal over 2 places to the right, and you get approximately 10 cents. Now take a look. Cost per square inch for the personal pizza was 13 cents. It cost you 13 cents for 1 square inch. The cost for, and I'll put on here, 13 cents. The cost per square inch for the large pizza, 1 inch on this side, 1 inch on this side, is 10 cents. So you should see, class, that's costing you less money for the large pizza slice than it is for the personal pizza if we compare them with the same area, or 1 square inch. So now you can see this one, the large pizza piece, is the best buy or the best value because 10 cents for a square inch is better than paying 13 cents per square inch. So our final answer needs to be written in a sentence. Decide which is the best value and write the answer in a complete sentence. So I would write here, the large piece is the best value because it costs 10 cents. I can do this per inch squared. And I should have left some more space here. Sorry. I'll have to write a little bit in the bottom box. Compared to 13 cents per square inch for the personal. And sorry, I'm running out of room here. For the personal pizza. So there we go. Here is your final answer. The large piece is the best value because it costs 10 cents per square inch compared to 13 cents per square inch for the personal pizza. And this is how we can take a problem like this and actually compare the two options based on the same unit of measure, which would be a 1 square inch piece of pizza.